Hey friends, what's up? Phillip here with Points of Phillip, and I'm here today because, well, American Express has sent out a survey that really could kind of lead to an indication that there may be an overhaul of the Marriott business cards with American Express. So we'll get into that, but first of all, I want to ask you guys to like and subscribe. Doing that helps me and YouTube know that, well, what I'm doing is helpful for people like you, and by doing that, it helps more and more people view the content, something I'd really appreciative of. Now let's get into the main event here, and that's the fact that there's been a new survey that American Express has been sending out to users, people that hold the American Express business card, which is actually that's the lower tier card that American Express has for Marriott. And one of the great things about the Marriott business card is it actually coincides with a personal card. So if you have a Marriott personal card and a Marriott business card, you can actually conjoin those two together for those elite night credits. And so this is one way that people can actually earn higher tier Marriott status by holding a personal card and a business card. And right up to date, if you wanted the Marriott business card, that was only available in one flavor from American Express. And you could have the personal card, you could either have an American Express one, or you could have a Chase one. And of course, mine is famously the Ritz-Carlton card. It's one of my favorite cards. But let's get into what the news is, right? So currently, the annual fee on the Marriott business card, the only one that's there currently, is $125. And it has a few benefits. So it comes with an anniversary free night award that's up to 35,000 points. So this is a free night certificate that can be used on properties costing up to 35,000 points. You can top it up to 15,000 points. So that can be worth up to 50,000 points, but only 35,000 of those points are coming from this certificate. Now, that also comes after you've held the car for a year. Now, of course, the $125 annual fee is not waived in the first year. It's just that's how much the card costs, right? So the card currently earns, the current existing Marriott business card earns 6 Marriott points per dollar at participating hotels. That's pretty industry specific, across the board for any Marriott card. It earns 6 points at Marriott hotels. Then you get 4 Marriott points per dollar at dining, gas stations, wireless telephone services, and on U.S. purchases for shipping. So it is a little bit business centered. A lot of people, whenever they throw out a business card, it earns a little bit better on shipping. That's true of a lot of business cards, specifically American Express business cards. Now, this one also earns 2 points per dollar on all other purchases, which is actually pretty standard for Marriott points. My Ritz-Carlton earns 2 points on everything else as well. And you can receive those 15 Elite Night credits towards earning elite status. And you can also get access to premium in-room internet access at participating properties, and of course, no foreign transaction fees. But it's an American Express, so your mileage may vary on whether or not that actually matters. So let's get into the survey and kind of unpack what might be going on here. So the first change that could be floated, that's being floated here, is the American Express Marriott business card. So the multipliers are kind of going to stay the same according to this, but they will be adding a $160 Marriott property credit, and that's $80 twice per year, to be used on Marriott properties or on property activities. So if you stay at Marriott twice a year, you can get that full $160 value. And this one actually will come then with gold status, not silver, so that's a little bit of a bump. And then also, so the 15 elite nights could be the same, but you also get a 10% points booking discount, which could be nice. But the annual fee for this, according to this survey, could go up to $150 from $125. Now, that's not much of a change, which is really nice, but some of the more interesting changes are coming up. So currently there's the American Express Marriott Brilliant Card. And so this is the top tier card. It has $650 annual fee. But this survey suggested there could be a business flavor of this card. So this one has similar earning categories as the business card, the standard business card, but it would also get platinum status. So you could get platinum status by having the Brilliant business card. And that, of course, would come then with an 85,000 point free night award on your card member anniversary. But here's the kicker. This one comes with 25 Elite Nights credits. And so this could blend well with having a personal card. So you have the business card, the business Brilliant, and the personal Brilliant. Then you could really have a lot of good status. And you could honestly get lifetime platinum status if you held those two cards over time. Now, and additionally, you get one elite night per $5,000 in spend, which really isn't worth it that much. But then this one gets that same $160 Marriott property credit per year. That's $80 twice each year. And then you also get a $120 transit credit, so that's $10 per month. It's not sure. I'm not clear what they mean by transit credit, but that's what the word is. And then $120 in wireless credit, that's $10 per month, and this is very similar to the Business Platinum card. And you also get Priority Pass and Global Entry and TSA. And then this would have an annual fee that goes up to $695. So it would actually match the current American Express Platinum annual fee. Then there's another card called the Bevy card, which is one of American Express's personal cards, but that would have a business flavor if this, if this survey would actually come to fruition. So the multipliers, again, very similar, but this one would come with gold status. It would actually come with a 65,000 point free night award after spending $25,000 in a calendar year. And then this one would come with 20 elite nights and then also $120 in transit credit and the $120 wireless credit, and the annual fee would go from $250 to $350. So this is pretty interesting because, well, if they do introduce these new business cards, it kind of allows more people to earn lifetime status easier, because currently the rule is personal and business cards, you can combine those elite status, but if you have two personal cards, you only get one credit for one card's worth of elite status nights. And so this could be really interesting. Now let me know what you guys think about this, because this is an interesting kind of mix. It really, for a $695 annual fee, like if we're taking a look at the Brilliant business card, having Priority Pass, having Global Entry is nice, but the $120 wireless credit, $120 transit credit, if you use that, that's $240 and then $160. So that's going to be, $400 essentially. So you're paying for, so from $400 off of the $695, you're paying $295 for having, the ability to have Priority Pass and the ability to have that 85,000 point free night award, which honestly is one of the more expensive ways to purchase it. So, that will remain to be seen. Now, kind of the million-mile view of this, the big picture view, is that if American Express is considering changing the Marriott cards, that could quite literally mean that Chase will also be changing the Marriott cards as well. Because, basically, Marriott is kind of the only transfer partner where they actually have two different issuers issuing these cards. And so Chase can't really make any changes to their card without American Express being involved. American Express can't really make changes without Chase being involved. And so the fact that American Express is very clearly considering changes, at least, which means that these companies are at the table considering changes to their cards. And so that could mean really bad things for the Ritz-Carlton card, because, well, there was a couple rumors about the Ritz-Carlton card and whether or not that fee would increase, not too long ago. But the concern here would then be that this change could mean that either the annual fee will be going up the Ritz-Carlton, or they could just get rid of it entirely. So we'll see what happens, but this is an interesting change. It could happen, it could not happen. I would say that raising these annual fees is probably going to happen eventually, but we'll see what this actually means for, well, other cards. And hopefully it means good things, but it could be bad things. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you guys until next time. Bye.